Hi, my name is Delvira Guyton. I'm doing speech number 4 for CST 100 for Thomas Nelson Community College. And this is my audience. Where you at? There she is.
Hi, you can't see me. Hi, happy holiday.
There's always one. There's always one. Okay. Today I'm going to persuade my audience that today's children are spoiled. And we already know that all the kids in here are spoiled, so don't raise your hand this time. We already know that they're spoiled. It's a given. Okay. Has today's generation changed from other generations? How many of you have children under the age of 20? Woohoo! That's nothing to be proud about, trust and believe. Because we've all bought those expensive games that they insisted on having. It has made them lazy. All they want to do is sit and play the games. They don't want to go outside and play anymore.
I have no reason to go out.
See, they have computers. They have the handheld games.
They have Facebook addiction.
They have all kinds of stuff. They have totally changed. Whereas back in our day, they had street games. We had hopscotch, skillet. What was it called? Skelly. Those games. They don't play the good stuff anymore.
Jumping rope.
Jump rope. So the kids don't jump rope anymore unless they made to do it in gym. So today, but we wish that we could bring back the old generation where the kids were respectful and they weren't as out of control as the kids are nowadays. Oh Lord, that's okay. No, we're not going to talk about those kids. Okay, but according to an article written by Alfie Kahn of the Washington Post, parents either can't or won't set limits for their children in fear of tarnishing their child's self-esteem. Many kids are being spoiled, and some left to find their own way. Is why the generation of kids is heartless, narcissistic, and disrespectful. And that they are, every last one of them.
Not me.
Well, some of them are not as bad, but some of them are. There are a lot of kids that just don't respect adults anymore. But anyway, today I will discuss how kids of today are being spoiled. First, we'll discuss how the kids of the past were not spoiled. And then we will look at how the things have changed to the generation of spoiled kids. And finally, we will discuss the ways that parents can become more of a parent and less of a friend. Yay! Okay. Am I going to ask you a question? Would you like me to ask you a question? Are your kids spoiled?
No.
Are your grandchildren spoiled?
Yes.
All of them?
All of them.
Okay. Did you help spoil them?
Yes.
Did you help spoil them? Okay. Well, she says she helped to spoil them, so you can't really.
Yes.
Okay. Well,
but see, there's a big difference with me spoiling my children and y'all spoiling y'all children. I spoiled my children. But when I said no, I don't have it, that's it. Don't say nothing else about it. But with y'all children,
don't mean no.
I can't get it.
They don't understand nothing.
They don't understand
So don't care about it either.
Come to grandma can't even get a pair of shoes, but you're going to get it for me. See, that's got to stop.
Alright. Well, let's start with the kids of the past generation.
I'm still walking these shoes 20 years ago.
Kids of the past generation were not spoiled. They said yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. Kids today, you're lucky to find one that still says either one. Yes, no, what? What you say? Huh?
What's up?
Yeah, they just don't have any respect for the way they're right. They're afraid. They were afraid They were afraid of not only their parents, but of the neighbors and anybody at church. Because what the mother didn't do, what the neighbor didn't do, or the neighbor went and told mama, mom was going to get him, daddy was going to get him, and the neighbor had already got him, and it was okay. Now you try that, the police is going to come get everybody. That's why parents are, I think a lot of parents are afraid to discipline their kids.
Put prayer.
Put the fear of God in the children, you say? Or you say beat them? She doesn't mean what she just said.
Because today kids has no respect. They don't even have respect for their own parents.
True that. Well, back in the day, they love to go to school. Kids these days just do not go to school. They just whether they go to school, some kids these days just don't care whether they go to school or not. But to be inside, by the time the street lights came on, you better be out. It wasn't any of that. I'll be in when I get in, or I'll come in when I feel like it. Staying outside until 2 o'clock in the morning. Argue. What? Kids today need to be more respectful. As respectful as they were back in the day. They were more active. They were active.
You didn't say it's the food to eat. It's just
you can't no.
They room is dirty. Mama clean.
Here we go. Okay. Yeah. How about that? They used to get home cooked meals. They don't get home cooked meals anymore. Some kids not as many kids. Well, kids still get them. Some kids still get them. I know mine do get them most of the time. But a lot of kids don't get a home cooked meal. The parents send them outside and then forget that they didn't even eat. I know somebody like that. Send them outside, or they go outside themselves and forget the kids didn't even eat and don't even care. Then they pick themselves a pack of orange and noodles. Oh my God. Now, back in the day, it wasn't like that.
It was nice, good cooking like turkey.
According to Dr. Phil tells us, your job as a parent is not to make yourself feel good by giving your child everything that makes you feel good when you give it. Your job as a parent is to prepare your child to succeed in school, and when they get out into the world, the kids have to be socialized and in a way that they understand you work hard for what you get. Oh, Lord. Okay. Now that we've talked about the kids of past generations, let's talk about the kids of this generation and how they. No, baby.
That's because you
were doing it. You did.
This generation is just more.
Tell us how kids now are they are just right. Today's kids don't accept the word no. No means absolutely nothing. No means temper tantrums. No means slamming doors, stomping up steps. Yeah, it means a whole lot. But they just don't understand the word no. And you was told too. Yeah. They had to have the best of everything. My friend got it, so why can't I get it? Because I'm not your friend's money. And okay. Well, I can't afford that. I can't afford it. How about that? And because I said no. They need to understand they need to work, they need to do something to get what they want. They understand that no is just, it means no. And it's okay to hear the word no. No, you can't have that $300 pair of shoes. No, you can't have that $500 game. And understand it. We understand. We're not talking about just one child in general. We're talking about all the children of today. Okay? Now that we've talked about the children today, we're going to talk about how the parents need to be more parents and not friends.
Okay.
Yes.
One, when the child wants $300 shoes, and shoes. When December 25th comes,
Okay. Okay. Alright, we got that part.
He ain't supposed to eat nothing. All
That's right.
All his money, okay, everything he gets goes to his shoes. Well, if the parents would start doing more parenting and less friendship, because they want their kids' acceptance. They don't want to be known as the mean mother, which I'm not worried about being called the mean mom. I'll be the mean mom if it means telling my kids no, and then they have more respect for the things that they do get when they get them.
Well, today, parents, they're going to try to do anything to family.
They're going to try to outdo each other.
The child is left out in the field because they don't understand that, okay, my mother, I know my mother's going to get it. I don't care how she get it, she's going to get it. I'm be happy with it. But next week, I'm going to tell her to get me something else. Mama need to put her foot down and say, no, this ain't going to work. You live in the house, you get food, you get a bed. You get what I give you. If you don't like what I'm giving you, you go out there buck naked. I don't care.
You can't send it to your last one. Okay. Alright. In conclusion, I hope you all have come to the conclusion that I have. No. And understand that the kids now are totally are spoiled. We have all done it. We have all bought it. We have all spoiled them in some way. But hopefully now you won't spoil them in the way that they understand that it's okay to hear the word no. It doesn't mean that I don't love you. It doesn't mean that I'm your friend when I say yes either. But you need to understand that the word no is okay.
Can I ask you a hypothetical question?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, if you tell your children no and they get an attitude. Now, if they tell God that they want a pair of shoes and God gonna whisper down to them, no. What they gonna do? What they gonna do to him and say to him what they can't say to the parent? They shouldn't say to the parent. See what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Because they know God gonna strike them down. That's what the parent should do too.
Strike them down. We're not going to say it's okay to abuse the kids. We're not going to say
abuse our kids. You can beat your child
and not beat them and show them out and leave marks. Is that what you said? Okay, now we're gonna cut this one off. She beat her grandbabies all the time. She got grandbabies. She beat the grandbabies. She beat the grandbabies. Okay.
16 years old.
Yeah,
and what they gonna do? Nothing.
Okay. Well, I think one person has actually caught on to this, so we're gonna let it go. And I want to thank you all for your time and participation. All righty. Thank you all.